Alrighty guys, we're back at the computer. Now what we're looking for, I want to find out which pins at the computer supposed to have power supply and ground. Okay, if you look at this wire diagram, remember guys, the box represents the PCM, which is the computer. So according to this diagram, C1, C stands for connector guys, so I'm at the C1 connector. Now at C1 pin 10 and 29 should be power supply coming from the M3 fuse. Remember, we already checked the M3 fuse, 10 amp. In this case, it was a 20 amp, but the fuse is good, so I should have power supply on 29 and 10. Let's go back over to the breakout box. Now, here we are. Have my test light ready. Pin 29, what did I say, 29 and 10. Let's do 29 first. Let's do 10. Is my test light even on? Let's do a known good. Okay, my test light lighting. 12 and 11. I should have power supply at pin 10 and 29. I don't. That is likely why I should have power supply at 10 and 29. Let me go back over to the computer and make sure. Yes, 29 and 10 connector 1 should be power supply by the fuse. Now the fuse, I already checked the fuse. The fuse is good, and it's fed by the battery. All right, okay. Now guys, y'all remember the corrosion on that battery? Could I be not, well, this would not be powered if that was the case. Okay, but at any rate, I have no power supply at 29 and 10. Let me go check one more time. $29 and 10. I have power supply 11. Why in 10 and 29 not power supply? Okay. And I have power supply at 11, which is right here, which comes from the run start relay. I have the key in the run position, so that tells me this 10 amp fuse is good. Why am I not getting power supply at pin 2910 guys? Now, I'm going to tell y'all something. If I manually put 12 volts right here, this car probably a start. But we're not going to cheat. We're going to find out why we're not getting this power source. Now, what's in the middle between these two power sources? And guys, that is C2 of the TIPM. Okay, so this is actually fed by the TIPM. I very well could have a problem with the TIPM as to why I'm not getting power supply at pin 29 and 10. So, oh my goodness, we actually need to go to connector 2 of the TIPM and see is that power supply that's leaving this fuse, which is in the TIPM, making it to the connector and out to the car. Oh my goodness, guys, this is what I say about automatically just ordering a PCM. Doesn't matter if you stick a new PCM on here, it wouldn't have worked because you don't have power supply at these connectors, even though you had a PCM that was dead according to your scan tool. It wouldn't power up. But a TIPM can actually cause this problem because that power supply comes from the TIPM. And y'all know what? I have an extra TIPM, guys. That's why I keep TIPMs. And you know what I'm gonna do? That's right, guys. I'm about to install my TIPM. All right, guys, stay tuned. Alright guys, what we're doing now, we're going to go back to, what was it, pin 29 and 10, right? Alright, where's my breakout box? Oh, it's buried down here, guys. 29 and 10. Oh, y'all see that? That's 10. Oh, it should fire up, guys. Yes, yes, yes. I didn't have to spend no money on the PCM. So what I'm going to do, let me take this out and hook the controller right back up. Yes. So I got 12. I got voltage back. Come on out of here. Alright, so let me plug this back up. Alright, the car should start, guys. Please, y'all, cross your fingers. So I decided to hook my jump box up because I sense I have some low voltage. And I do have to clean that up. Okay, we got 12 volts now. And, guys, look at what I see. Y'all see what I see? Yes. My PCM is back on the bus, guys. This car should fire up. Let's find out. This sucker ain't ran in about 4 days. Let's see. Yes! Oh! Yes! Okay, it runs, guys. I do not need a PCM. Everything else is trivial. I'll figure all that out. And we'll go from there, guys. Okay? Stay tuned, guys. I'll see y'all. No, we're done. I got to clean up everything. I'm going to have to go get a TIPM for this car this year. I might end up going to pull apart and put it on there. And this will be a wrap for this. All right, y'all see how I went by diagnosing it? It turned out to be the complaint was a no crank. The car died on her, okay? Now, that's because we lost communication from the PCM, which is highly, very important to the network, to the overall operation of the car. The PCM is. So without power supply to that, nothing else matters. So guys, what we did was found out after some diagnosis, like I explained earlier, you have to have a power supply on the ground for a computer to work. I did not have the power supply coming from, what was it? Pin 10 and 29, I want to say. And that is fed by a fuse in the TIPM, which happens to have been hot. So my problem lies in between the TIPM and the controller. If you suspect the wiring between the TIPM and the controller is good, then you should suspect that the TIPM is, the open is in the TIPM, inside the TIPM. Okay, yes, you can have, on the surface, you can have a good known, or you can have an obviously good fuse by way of checking it. You can have a good fuse, but is the power supply making it down to the connector? And what we found, that it wasn't. Okay, and why it wasn't, I don't know. It's something internal to the TIPM, because I just simulated a known good TIPM, and the car, I got my PCM back on the bus network and the car started. All right, so I'm done, guys. I hope y'all got something out of this. I got to get this thing going. That's all I have. Thanks for watching. Comment, subscribe. I'll see y'all in the next video.